Okay, I tried to record this earlier, but something happened and it doesn't want to record. It doesn't want to play the video, so I'll try to record this again. Anyway, so last night they were able to get Jenni's blood pressure down. It's the last reading was at 120/73. So they finally let her eat. She hasn't eaten in like 2 days, so she's been dying to eat. Turn on some lights to make it a little brighter here. I'm not sure that helped, but anyway. So that's good. And anyway, they're still planning on doing her cesarean today. So I'm not sure what time. I haven't been able to get hold of her yet. So she's probably still asleep. It's still early in the morning. When I first recorded the video, it was like 6:45 out here, which is 5:45 in El Paso. So we'll try this again. It's about 7:41 in the morning, or 6:41 in El Paso. I'm now just west of Little Rock, and I'm trying to get down into Texas as close as I can, hopefully somewhere close to Houston by the time I have to stop tonight. And then tomorrow I'll deliver this tanker, and then I'll be heading to El Paso. They're looking for something to get me to El Paso. If they can't, I'll just bobtail home. It's not going to cost that much in fuel just to go bobtail without a trailer. So anyway, I don't remember if I mentioned this in the other video or not, but I want to mention it now. What's really kind of scared both Jenni and me is, before she ever knew she had this issue with the blood pressure, and this just started, by the way, in the last couple of weeks. I mean, and we didn't realize it was blood pressure that was causing all this. But anyway, she had been having dreams that she was going to die during childbirth. And, you know, so that, I don't know, it really kind of shook us up, because when we found out, you know, about this blood pressure, when they rushed her to the emergency room, and now they're talking about C-sectioning the baby, it's like, okay, hopefully these were just dreams. She had them a few times. The other dream that she had was that she'd be giving birth early to the baby. And these all, like I say, occurred before she ever knew she had a blood pressure issue. So, yeah, it's kind of scary, because things can happen when you have high blood pressure and you're giving birth. You know, placental abruptions are one thing, which means the placenta actually tears, and you know, the fluid will leak out and everything. So they've tested her for that. And you know, an aneurysm, she can have an aneurysm, and of course that can be deadly. You get an aneurysm in the brain, and I mean, you're pretty much there. They might be able to save you, but a lot of times you wind up dying. So those are two fears that we've had. And so we just want to make sure that it was just a dream and everything. So I asked, I prayed to God first, I always pray to God first. And then I asked the extraterrestrials to please come and check on her. And the second part of the video, I talked about that because I forgot to talk about it the first time I recorded this. But anyway, they showed up twice yesterday. Early morning was the first time. She said she usually sleeps with the blankets up over her shoulder, you know, snuggled in, and she's having to sleep on her side, of course, because every time she lays flat, her blood pressure shoots up. So she wound up feeling actually the blanket being pulled back up over her shoulder. And when she turned to look, there was one of the tall grays standing there. The second time, she had dozed off before noon, and when she awoke, there was one standing by the bed. Now, the baby is actually turned upside down. Its head is facing downward. They did another ultrasound yesterday to confirm. The doctor actually did this one. And and he was trying to determine the gender of the baby and make sure everything was fine with the baby. Well, he said the baby is now turned upside down with its spine facing towards the inner wall of her stomach, and so its head and knees are facing towards her spine. So he's upside down and turned around, and but they couldn't. He wasn't sure. He said, but it looks like it's a girl, which we were pretty sure was going to be a girl. And he could see a little fist, and he could see the baby's little butt and the back of its head. So he's, like I say, he's not sure, but he thinks it's going to be a girl. So we'll find out. They're still planning on doing the C-section today. I'm trying to get there. Like I say, I've got to run down to Corpus and drop this tanker first, and then I'll head on over to El Paso from there. So I'll try to keep you updated as I find out more. There's just one more thing I forgot to mention. I want to add this to the video. The night before last, I begged and pleaded with our quote-unquote friends from out of town and asked them, please go and check on her. And I was talking to Jenni yesterday, and she happened to mention it. I didn't ask, but she happened to mention it. She said, well, I had a couple of special visitors. I said, you did? And she said, well, I woke up, it was somewhere around 11. I remember it was before noon, she told me. And she said, I woke up and I had one of our friends standing over my bed. I said, really? Did he say anything or anything? She said, no. She said, I saw him and he was there. And she said, when I blinked, he was gone. She said, and then earlier in the morning, she said, I think I had one before him. She said, I always sleep with the blanket up over my shoulder. Well, she has to sleep on her side to keep her blood pressure down. So she was sleeping on her side, and she said, the blanket was up over my shoulder, and I felt someone pull the blanket down past my shoulder. She said, when I turned and looked, she said one of our friends were standing there. So we did have, apparently they did answer my request, and they did go and visit her. So hopefully, like I say, they'll keep watching over her. I'm pretty sure they've been watching over us the whole time. We've had them here in the truck, we've had them at the house, and we've been home. And we actually see them, I want to say kind of often, but not like every day. Maybe once every couple of weeks or something. We see, ever since she's got pregnant, the visitations have been more often. So I just wanted to add that to the video and let you know I'm pretty sure they're going to be watching over her the whole time. So like I say, I'll update you as soon as I hear more, or if I get into El Paso before then, I will update you.